What's up, guys? Trey Pace here again with Cordero Harper for your Toro Technique of the Week. This time we're in half guard again, but we're on top. Okay, so we're passing the half guard. I like to start it from a heavy cross face. Okay, so what I'll end up doing is kind of using my bottom hand to roll him up, and then I push this hand as deep as it'll go all the way through, and I'm lining it up with his spine. So I'm taking the palm of my hand and just slapping his spine right there. Now, when I lay him back down, it's gonna create a lot of pressure, okay? I'm gonna turn and put my hip on the mat. Bang, right here, all right? This hand will come over and I'm grabbing the inside of his knee right here on the fabric, okay? So I'm just getting that pocket grip right there on the fabric. Once we have this, I'm gonna lift my hips up and slide my knee in front of that hip bone, okay? So this secures me in the position. It's gonna feel like he can knock you off balance, but it's actually really hard for him to drive into you because of the shoulder pressure and me pushing his knee away right here, okay? Now, once we have this knee wedge, all I end up doing is kind of driving this knee forward. I push his knee out, and I'll end up just pulling this foot out and around. I'm slapping this foot on the mat right here. I'll continue to push that knee away, but then this bottom leg is gonna slide through my other one, and I drive in for my side control position. All right, guys, so this time, I go to get my cross face, but he's blocking that bicep, okay? So we can still do the same pass, I just have to set it up a little bit differently. If he's blocking up that bicep right there, I'll end up taking this all the way over, and I'll just put my hip on the mat. Okay, so I'm going all the way over his head, dropping my elbow down here, and then sliding that hip down on the mat right here, okay? Now, I want to take this arm right here, pummel it to the inside, and I'm going to pass his elbow down. Make sure this hand is tight to his side because it's going to weave underneath for my one-arm Kimura grip, okay? Now, they might be holding on to stuff right here. If they are, I can just maintain this control. Just make sure this is tight, okay? Because this is going to now act as my cross face, right? Once we have this grip, I'll do the same thing. I reach back, get my grip on the pants, lift my hips up, slide that wedge in, and put my hips back down on the ground again. Once we're here, make sure we have good pressure, but I'll still push away, kick out, step on the mat, and then slide underneath. This time, when I slide this leg underneath, I'm gonna end up passing that grip to here. So we're gonna go straight into our Kimura from here. I'll reach over, grab his wrist, lock onto my own wrist right there, start putting that hand on the ground. I'll look to bring my elbow all the way down to the ground here, turn into him, step over his head, and now I'm lifting up and pushing his hand down the mat right there for my Kimura.